ToyTractorTimes.com is with Jacob Larson at the 2017 St. Louis Farm Toy Show. Jacob's brought out a great display. Jacob currently lives in Iowa, but he's got a good background in Minnesota and North Dakota farming as well. And Jacob, why don't you give us a tour of your display? I know a lot of Toy Tractor Times members have enjoyed your projects over the years. And you got a whole fleet of them this time.
Yeah, so this is a pretty accurate representation of a mid-2000s Red River Valley sugar beet display. So what we run is a heavy campaign sugar beet harvest, so it's a lot of trucks. They run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until all the harvest is done. Here, got an older defoliator, so you have to defoliate the sugar beets before you can harvest it. Removes all of the leaves off the top, and then as we go over here,
so this is a 3294 on here,
and 3294 case and a Beet Tech folding defoliator,
and that shreds the leaves off, and then all those beets are under the ground.
The beets are like potatoes where they're in the ground, but they are in rows.
Now, do the fields have headlands? Have they already come in and harvested this front off? And then
a lot of the time during the pre-lift, they will harvest the headlands before the full campaign harvest.
That way you're not squashing everything and turning around on it. So then we come over here and we got the harvest going on.
So a lot of the trucks are tri-axle, tri-driven, so you can drive through the muddy fields without having to tow the trucks all the time. This is a folding beet harvester with a Challenger 45 on it.
To say, this is the first time I've seen a 45 decked out like that on display.
I started it about 6 days ago, so.
Well, good job. I wanted to ask, I see that you got the tow hitch on the front in case the truck gets bogged down. What about the numbers? I noticed every one of these trucks has a big placard up in the window.
So when you bring your beets to the piler, which is kind of like a pop-up grain pile, it's where all of the trucks from a local area dump their beets. That's what the weigh scale house monitors the what farmer basically has pounds, so then you can track each farmer's total weight that they bring into the pile.
And what kind of harvester's on the Cat 45 here?
It's an alloy. This is actually a prototype. It's the first one that they built in this style from about 2000. It's
very nice. And these are 22-inch row beets up there?
12 row 22-inch. There's some 30-inch, but 22 is most common.
So when the trucks come back, I think they pick up, is it dirt? They clean them off or residue? Or
at the piler, they take all the tailings out, which are small beets, any of the dirt, sticks, and clean it and then pile it back into the truck and take it back to the field where it's spread back out.
And here's a really cool machine taking care of that pile. Is a Ford 256.
Yep, that's correct.
Bi-directional, so you can drive it. That seat spins around. You can drive it forwards or backwards and always face the way you're headed. That's a very nice custom piece, and you built that yourself?
Yep. That's all built by me, designed by me.
That's great. And what model trucks up here on the front?
So that is a Freightliner FLD 120 with an East construction style indump. Over here on the harvester is a Ford L9000 with a new style grille and headlights, actually. So it represents a later 80s or early 90s truck.
And these trucks are made by top shelf replicas? Just a little bit bigger and badder look to it.
Yes.
And then I've got some more trucks waiting to get filled over here.
Yeah, so he's just waiting out for that Ford to fill up, and that's an International 9400 with a in-dump tri-axle trailer.
Yes, and service truck?
Yep, that's an International again, and there's a Mac that broke down, so he's getting some engine work done.
Those great old Mac R's, tri-axle there.
Yeah.
What did you use to make the beets coming out?
They're actually sesame seeds.
Very nice.
With black spray paint and dirt rubbed on them.
Well, that's the thing I like about displays is that everybody finds different household things. I found someone that made a custom using plastic from a Kraft cheese single. We got another international truck.
Yeah, that's just one of the neighbors hauling back from the elevator. So.
And you got the what do you make your road out of?
It's actually just really heavily applied gray paint. Just enamel brush on paint.
Wood? Or?
It's actually foam.
Foam, oh wow.
It's just the raw foam and lines are painted on it.
Speed limit sign over there. And come around, and here's a great combine that always gets lots of attention.
Yeah, I built that about 6 or 7 years ago, and it's held up pretty well. It's a Massey 860 and
Dual wheels. It's, even got the header, 9130 Massey header.
30 foot.
That's a great looking piece. We got I know this is a GM truck.
Buick Regal.
Buick Regal, very nice.
Yeah, just driving down the road. I got a couple Jeeps there in the field.
And then we got this is kind of interesting. Got the 60 years of Steiger coming up, and 2017 marks that they've made red Steigers 1 year longer than they made the green ones. But this is a transition model. It still says Steiger on it, but it was painted red, and they did come from the factory that way for non-affiliated Case IH. Or if you're Case IH still, you got a Case IH 9100, and if you were another dealer, John Deere or somebody else, you got a red Steiger. Is this a 9180 or 70?
9180.
9180, very nice. Got the big Wishig disc, which you made yourself?
Yeah, that's the original one, first one. That's what all the molds are made off of. So
we've got the road piping here and the
culverts, so you can get all the drainage out, and even got the mailbox and the road sign for the address on the.
Very nice. You can see the mailbox over there. Address and another Challenger, getting a lot of good classics in here.
496 International disc and a 65 Challenger.
Which you also made?
Yep.
Very nice. Here's a heavy duty International. What model is this?
A 2475.
Okay. That's about as heavy duty as they come.
Yep.
And now I noticed there's a little yellow sign here at the entrance of the field.
Minimum maintenance road.
All right. I don't think I'd want to drive down that in the snow. When we come around, we've got an air spreader, again customized.
Yeah, painted some of the plastic, added some details, opened up the cab glass. He's just spreading some fertilizer on a ripped field, wheat field.
That's definitely some good detail to cut open that cab. They got the tracks following it.
Yep.
And then come around one more time, I got one more truck to look at.
That's another 9400 International, and it's got a Fruhoff style construction indent.
And you got the boards around the edge there to build it up a little bit.
Yep, and it's got a lift tag axle.
Well, thank you for sharing this great display out here. It's nice to see all this custom equipment that we see on Toy Talk all the time, and all in one place doing a job.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.